Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, one killed in Farmington fire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
It can power your apps with public services without starting from scratch. It brings your business up to speed, doing more with systems you have in place. It can bring all your apps to life and run them within your data center. It is the new IBM Cloud Private. The cloud that's designed for your data. AI ready, secure to the core. The IBM Cloud is the cloud for smarter business.
It's a difficult situation. It's nothing anybody wants to deal with.
Investigators, including members of the State Fire Marshal's Office, spent the morning looking for the cause of the deadly fire. The call came in at 6:14 Wednesday morning. A customer at a nearby business reporting the fire at 679 Route 11 in Farmington. 3 minutes later, an off-duty firefighter was there.
The off-duty firefighter did make an attempt to make entry into the building, got in a few feet. There was heavy fire conditions on the inside. Smoke had pushed him out back.
The firefighter would make a second attempt at the rear of the mobile home, only to be forced back again by the flames. According to witnesses, the fire quickly spread, engulfing the entire trailer.
Went initially defensive, just because of the heavy fire load on the building.
The chief says he then asked for additional help after spotting something near the home.
We did have reports of fuel storage tanks in the rear of the building, so we went to additional alarms for manpower.
The chief says they were able to contain the fire to the home, protect the tanks, and it took them about a half hour to get it under control. During the course of fighting the fire, they discovered a body.
We had crews doing exterior firefighting, and with that we were able to expose the interior of the building and reported to find a subject in the building.
The body was discovered in the rear of the trailer in what's believed to have been the bedroom. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Reporting live in Farmington, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Suspended red line service causes delays for evening commute. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
A live look over the Broadway T station. That's where riders were lining up for buses because the rail service is still at this hour disrupted. Thanks for joining us at 4, everyone. I'm Ed Harney.
And I'm Emily Reamer. Let's get right to News Center 5's Sean Chayabat at Andrew Station, where the red line has been offline all day, Sean.
Yeah, and Andrew Station here remains closed in all of this chaos. You can see transit police here directing traffic. Buses are taking the place of trains after that red line ran off the tracks. It was a smoky, confusing, and frankly scary morning commute. Smoke filled Andrew Station after that derailment. Crowds of passengers waited for buses to take them between JFK, UMass, and Broadway stations. Many simply frustrated getting to work late. Now, the last car went off the rails, then somehow re-railed itself before pulling into Andrew Station. Passengers, they say they felt that jolt, then ducked for cover when 3 windows shattered into the car.
I had to brush some glass off myself, pick some out of my shoe, and I just get out as fast as I could because I didn't know if it was on fire, if it was going to explode. Like, I had no idea what was going on.
Now, a T spokesman says that nobody was hurt. The T's general manager toured the station this morning and called this a, quote, serious incident. They are right now working to fix some 300 feet of that third rail that was damaged during this derailment. Now, the train was taken out of service, but they are still trying to sort out exactly what caused that derailment. We're live in Dorchester. Sean Chiab on WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. $250 Hannaford Distribution Center workers go on strike. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
We've only been here for about 15 minutes now, and we've seen more and more of these workers showing up. They are chanting, what do we want? A contract. They say right now they are working without a contract. The 3-year contract that they had expired last week, and they said in their negotiations with the company, they just weren't getting what they wanted. Those issues that they're fighting for, as you can see them out here, these groups continue to grow with their signs. They're fighting for wages, rising cost of health care, and the company's desire to cut the starting rate for new hires. A negotiation meeting was set for this coming Monday. They say that is still on, but they're hoping with this strike, only 24 hours, just a day, that they're hoping that the company will get to the table sooner. They want to have this conversation sooner, and we don't know what this is going to do for the production today, because as you can see here behind me, these trucks, they're stopping these trucks from getting into the facility. So that's one thing we are monitoring right now. We're not sure what this will mean for today's production, but hopefully for them, they are hoping to hear from the company, and something we'll be following throughout the morning.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this evening. And here's a look at the market for this evening, how it closed. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the red and went down. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow closes 166 points lower after 10-year yield hits 4-year high on Fed minutes. Stocks closed lower on Wednesday, erasing sharp gains after interest rates reached a fresh multi-year highs following the release of the latest Federal Reserve's minutes. Florida lawmakers face political pressure after Parkland shooting. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
How can we all save millions of shelter cats? One green jug at a time. A pound of litter donated to shelters for every jug sold. See the whole story and find out how you can help at catspride.com.
Because I'm here to demand change from our government. Because the lives lost who shall not be lost in vain shall then be used as a catalyst for change in our country today. We will make change in this country, and if not today, tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that, until we achieve the change that we want in this country.
That one trip to Tallahassee I knew was not going to be enough, but I don't know how many times I'm going to be having to come up here to just speak, to have somebody to listen to me. I know I've been walking into office after office after office, and I've maybe only spoken to 3 representatives, 2 of which already agreed with me. I want to see those people who have spoken out against this. I want to see those people who shot down that bill, who did not let it get past committee. I want to see those people. I'm not here for a fight. I'm not here to argue with you. I just want to speak. I just want to see your face and know why.
We aren't being taken seriously enough. Now, I personally don't know the steps that we're going to have to take, but once we figure that out, we're going to take them, and you better believe we're going to take them as soon as possible. But we will not be silenced. It has gone on long enough that just because we are kids, we are not allowed to understand. But trust me, I understand. I was in a closet, locked for 4 hours with people who I would consider almost family, crying and weeping on me, begging for their lives. I understand what it's like to text my parents, "Goodbye, I might never ever get to see you again. I love you." I understand what it's like to fear for your life. And I don't think we should ever be discredited because of that. What we need is action. And we need it now more than ever. Because people are losing their lives, and it is still not being taken seriously.
We've been to many rooms, we've spoken to only a few legislators, and try as they might, the most we've gotten out of them is, "We'll keep you in our thoughts, you are so strong, you are so powerful." We've heard enough of that. We've heard enough of, "We are so strong, we are so powerful," because that is not why we are here today. We are not here to be patted on the back. We are not here to be told that we're great, that we're doing so much, because we know what we're doing, and we're doing it for a reason. We're doing it so that our legislators, so that our lawmakers will make a change, so that they will take us seriously, so that they will not dismiss us any longer, so they won't reschedule, so they won't push us into another room as they dance around our questions. Because we came here prepared, and we're going to come to every single meeting with every single legislator prepared. We know what we want. We want gun reform. We want common sense gun laws. We want stronger mental health checks and background checks to work in conjunction. We want a better age limit. We want privatized selling to be completely reformed, so you can't just walk into a building with $130 and walk out with an AR-15.
As students, we should not have to fear for our lives. We should not have to run for our lives. We should not have to hear the sound of gunfire on a school campus. We should not have to hear the screams of our peers, of our friends, of our teachers, of our mentors. That is not okay. Schools were once places of learning, of respect, of dignity. They have now become sacrilege. They are now shooting grounds, and this is not okay. Now is not the time to be fighting over whose views are right and wrong. Now is the time for action.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. And I'll be back tomorrow with another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.